Ever wondered if it's love or just a crush you're feeling? Ever been baffled by the difference between the two? It's a question that has puzzled many of us at one point or another. In the intricate dance of human relationships, distinguishing between a crush and falling in love can often feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But fear not, because we're here to shed some light on this subject. We'll delve deep into the emotional complexities that define these two experiences, illuminating their unique characteristics and profound differences. We'll discuss their impact on relationships, from the fleeting nature of crushes to the enduring bond of love. In understanding these differences, we can better navigate our own emotions and relationships. It's a journey of self-discovery, of introspection, and of understanding the human heart. So buckle up and prepare for an enlightening ride into the world of emotions. Join us as we delve into these emotions and explore the fine line separating love from a crush. Ever noticed how you feel a rush of emotions when you're in love or have a crush? There's an undeniable surge of excitement, a flutter in your heart perhaps. But let's delve deeper into the emotional landscape of these two experiences. When you're falling in love, the emotional depth is profound. It's like diving into an ocean where the surface barely tells the whole story. As you plunge deeper, you discover layers of feelings, connection, and vulnerability. Falling in love is not just about the exhilarating highs. It's a journey that takes you through a spectrum of emotions. There's joy, there's fear, there's longing, and there's comfort. It's a beautiful chaos that makes you feel alive. Now let's think about a crush. A crush is like a sparkling stream. It's exciting, it's refreshing, but it's often fleeting. The feelings associated with a crush can be intense, yes, but they are generally lighter and more surface level. They're like fireworks, bursting with colors and creating a spectacle, but eventually fading away. Let's consider a story. Imagine you're at a party, and you spot someone across the room. Their smile, their laugh, the way they carry themselves, it all captivates you. That's a crush, a sudden rush of attraction. Now fast forward a few months or years, you know their quirks, their dreams, their fears, and you've shared moments of joy and sorrow together. That's love, a deeper emotional bond that goes beyond mere physical attraction. It's like comparing a snapshot with a movie. A crush gives you a glimpse, a single frame of someone's life. But falling in love is like watching the entire film, experiencing every scene, every emotion with them. This is not to say that one is better than the other. Crushes can be fun. They add a little excitement to our lives. And love, well, love is a journey, a deep emotional connection that grows over time. While both love and crushes can bring about intense feelings, they significantly differ in their emotional depth. So, the next time you feel that flutter in your heart, take a moment to understand what it truly means. Crushes can vanish as quickly as they appear, but love is a different story. Let's delve into the fascinating world of duration and stability in relationships. Have you ever noticed how a crush can sparkle and fade with the speed of a shooting star? One moment, you're infatuated, and the next, it's as if the person has become invisible. Crushes, by nature, are short-lived. They're like fireworks, dazzling in the moment, then gone, leaving just a memory of their brilliance. Now let's contrast that with love. Love, true love, is not fleeting or transient. It's not a sparkler that burns bright and fizzles out. Instead, love evolves. It matures. It's like a tree, starting as a tiny seed and growing steadily over time, weathering storms and reaching skywards. Love endures. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not a momentary infatuation, but a lasting connection that deepens with each shared experience. Love is when you see someone in all their glory and their flaws and choose to stay, to fight, to grow together. Love is a journey, not a destination. So how do you distinguish between the two in the early stages? Well, remember that crushes often come with a surge of intense emotions that can feel overwhelming. It's exciting, it's exhilarating, but it can also be volatile. Love, on the other hand, is steady. It's calm in the face of a storm. Love is patient. Love is kind. It's a committed, conscious choice to care for another person, to cherish them, and to build a life together. To put it in perspective, think of a crush as a matchstick. It burns hot and fast, but it's over before you know it. Love, on the other hand, is a slow-burning candle. It provides light and warmth over a sustained period, and with care, it can last a lifetime. Remember, crushes are fun, they're thrilling, and they're a natural part of the human experience. But they're not love. Love is a deeper, more profound connection that stands the test of time. It's the duration and stability that truly set love apart from a mere crush. When you're in love, You see your partner's flaws, but you choose to love them anyway. A profound statement, isn't it? This is where the stark distinction between a crush and love becomes evident. Love, in its truest sense, is about embracing the imperfections that make us human. Let's dive into this a bit deeper. When we fall in love, we don't just fall for the best parts of a person. We fall for their quirks, their idiosyncrasies, their little habits that may drive others up the wall. We fall for their authentic selves. It's a kind of acceptance that's deep and profound. You see, when you're in love, you recognize the flaws in the other person, but you find a way to love them regardless. It's like seeing the world in all its shades, not just in black and white. Now contrast this with a crush. A crush, as exciting and heart-fluttering as it may be, often revolves around idealization. We see the person we're crushing on through rose-tinted glasses. We're drawn to their charm, their looks, or perhaps a particular skill or trait they possess. It's like looking at a beautiful painting from afar. It's perfect, it's flawless, it's ideal. But is it real? When we have a crush, we usually don't see the whole picture. We see what we want to see, the best parts, the highlights. But love? Love is about seeing the whole picture and still choosing to stay. Love is about understanding that perfection is a myth, and what's real is beautifully flawed. So here's a thought for you. The next time you find yourself in the throes of a crush or in the depths of love, ask yourself, am I in love with the person? Or am I in love with the idea of the person? The answer might surprise you. Love means accepting your partner, flaws and all, while a crush often involves an idealized image of the person. Remember, it's the imperfections that make us unique, that make us human. And in love, these imperfections are not just accepted, they're cherished. Commitment is a word that often scares people, but it's an integral part of love. There's a certain level of dedication and loyalty that is associated with falling in love. When you're in love, you want to be there for your partner, through the good times and the bad. You want to be their confidant, their cheerleader, their rock. Love is about making sacrifices and putting your partner's needs before your own. It's about standing by their side, no matter what life throws at you. Now let's contrast this with a crush. A crush, while exciting and thrilling, often lacks this depth of commitment. It's more about the butterflies in your stomach, the quickened heartbeat when you see them, the daydreams. It's more exploratory, more about the possibilities than the realities. In a crush, you're not necessarily thinking about the long term. You're not necessarily planning to stick by this person through thick and thin. You're not necessarily ready to make sacrifices for them. You're just enjoying the ride, living in the moment. But here's the thing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Crushes can be a wonderful part of life. They can be fun, exhilarating, and they can teach us a lot about ourselves. But it's important to recognize them for what they are and not confuse them with love. Navigating commitment in a relationship can be tricky. It's a delicate balance requiring open and honest communication. It's about expressing your feelings, your expectations, and your fears. It's about listening to your partner and understanding their perspective. Remember, commitment doesn't mean you have to lose your individuality. It doesn't mean you have to give up your dreams or your passions. It's about finding a way to integrate your lives, to support each other, to grow together, and individually. The level of commitment distinguishes love from a crush, as love involves a deeper commitment to each other's well-being. And while commitment might be a scary word for some, it can also be a beautiful testament to the strength of your love. When you're in love, you start to picture a future together. This vision of the future is a hallmark of falling deeply in love. It's about more than just the present moment. It's about planning a life together, setting shared goals, and fostering mutual growth. Imagine a puzzle where every piece represents a dream or a goal. When you're in love, you're not just assembling your puzzle, you're combining it with another person's. You're intertwining your dreams, hopes, and aspirations. It's about creating a masterpiece that's greater than the sum of its parts, a shared vision of the future. On the other hand, a crush is often more present-focused. It's about the thrill of the now, the butterflies in the stomach, the stolen glances. It's exciting and fun, but it's not typically about building a life together or planning for shared dreams. In the end, love means building a future together, while a crush is more about living in the present. So, is it love or a crush? The answer lies in these key differences we've just explored. The emotional depth, the duration and stability, acceptance of imperfections, level of commitment, and the vision of building a future together are all facets that distinguish falling in love from having a crush. Love is a profound feeling that evolves over time, embracing imperfections and fostering a deep commitment. while a crush is often a fleeting yet exciting emotion that may not always last. However, it's essential to remember that both experiences are complex, unique, and beautiful in their own ways. They shape our understanding of relationships and contribute to our personal growth. So, whether you're swept up in the throes of a crush or falling head over heels in love, cherish these feelings. They are a part of the human experience, teaching us about ourselves and the world around us. Remember, whether it's love or a crush, enjoy the journey and learn from the experience. We hope this video has helped illuminate the differences between love and crushes. It's fascinating, isn't it? How two feelings can seem so similar, yet be so vastly different. We've walked through the emotional depth, the duration and stability, the acceptance of imperfections, the level of commitment, and the vision of a shared future that distinguish love from a crush. But remember, every journey is unique, and your experiences might differ. Don't hesitate to share your personal stories and insights about love and crushes in the comments section below. We love hearing from you. And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. We have a lot more insights to share about relationships, life, and the human heart. In our upcoming videos, we're going to delve deeper into the realm of relationships. We'll tackle topics like maintaining long-term relationships, dealing with breakups, and even navigating the complex world of online dating. Thank you for spending time with us today. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.